Hello and welcome to Respect the Crit. I'm your host, Ian Duncan. My pronouns are he, him, any. I am playing today Ruby Weapon, the charismatic hero and drag icon. And to play along with me, please welcome Jamie Lee-Bonés.
Hello, I am Jamie, she, her. Today I will be playing Jewel Stone, the agile hero slash martial artist, also she, her.
And Alex Herrera.
Hello, I'm Alex, he, him. I am playing Artanis, Rinn, also he, him. He is I forget what I am, like a security officer, military tradition, tough hero commando. I just saw it right there as I'm reading through everything else.
As you're reading the list, you're stretching for time. And also, please welcome Susan Spenader.
Hi, I'm Susan Spenader, she, her. I'll be playing Elysia Valerius, the human, female, smart, hero, Shinra, battlefield medic, former Shinra, I should say. She's cut ties and is cut loose.
She came in pretty hot last time about her feelings about Shinra.
I mean, you're still on the payroll.
I know.
As far as
We did just bum a ride from that.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking of how much to take advantage of them before, sending in that notice, that 1 minute notice.
It's 2 weeks. It's gotta be 2 weeks.
She had one vacation and was like, I can see dead people and fuck Shinra.
I mean, it has been 2 months of screaming in her head, so she may not be all stable.
Ah, right. Yeah. And how did you put it, Xavier? You had to, don't dial the fax machine? You don't want to call
like that. I think, I think it was high last time.
Machine.
It was a good metaphor.
I got it. I understood right away. It was very effective, very effective. And speaking of effective, please welcome our Materia master, Xavier Trudeau-Deschênes.
Hello, it's me, your Materia master, and I am delighted to return as we near the end of our story here.
Saying so. We just went through our Materia, and I was so excited because it leveled up.
Yeah.
It does. By the way, this system is broken, right? All the FF7 and the Materia stuff, it makes my job to balance encounter extremely difficult.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah.
But this is the fun of it.
Mm-hmm,
You know
exactly.
what I've noticed? Balancing encounters, it's really all about the players, not about the character type. It's not about the level. It's about what would the player do, for me anyways. And you get a nice range of that was pretty good. Easy cakewalk, or holy shit, we almost died. That was incredible. Wow. 5 stars.
I mean, all of us are all just extreme pro gamers.
I mean,
so
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
we're just pro gamers.
All time.
Yeah.
Dude.
Jamie's here to win.
We're gonna win this game. We're winning
Absolutely.
D&D.
Yeah.
If we're edging towards the end, let's not wait any longer. And Xavier, please take us away.
Let's pick back up immediately where we left off last time. No fancy description of the environment or the camera zooming in from the outside into the mine. We're here. We just hear the last few notes of the victory theme as it goes off. And the group stands right now above the bodies of a couple crawlers, these snake-like creatures dead. There's this relieved man, Dirk, standing up. He's holding kind of a pickaxe to prop himself up. And he's this 30-something kind of metalhead looking dude, a very thick neck, black hair, straight hair going down. He's wearing his red velvet headband as a headband. It was his hair draping over it. He stands up and he thanks each and every one of you as he recovers his breath, and you hear from behind you the running footsteps of people coming your way. And Dirk tells you, if I don't know who you are, but if you didn't make it in time, I'd be done for. Thank you. Who are you all?
We're the new hires. Just kidding.
New to the team. What are the benefits?
Oh, there's not much of them, but, well, here. And I remember last episode, he opened a crate with, like, a bunch of velvet.
Oh, yeah.
Scarves.
Yeah.
Take your scarves, then. Welcome to the team.
Oh,
Naturally.
Tosses them your way.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say we're employees right now at this very minute. We're just trying it out for size. I'm gonna look. We don't really have time to.
I'm keeping these scarves. This is good velvet. You know how hard it is to get
It's
velvet
very-
in Sector 6?
It's odd that miners are wearing velvet underground. This is just something that doesn't seem very practical. I'm not one for understanding apparel.
Don't look a gift chocobo in the mouth. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't look one in the mouth in general, peck your eyes out, but.
There's a voice that cuts the conversation from the tunnel behind you, or walking up the stairs leading up to the platform you're on. And it's Keen's voice. He's like, Dirk, you here, boy? I don't think he says boy. He's a man. He's a grown man. Dirk, you're here? You okay, everybody? Where the heck is everybody? And he kind of like reaches up and sees that the fight is over. And with a look of relief on his face, he just leans down on the the railing of the platform. He's like, "Oh, okay, there you are. I thought you were a goner, Dirk."
He almost was. I mean, that was quite a formidable force, I have to say. A lot of snakes. I mean, we've fought our fair share of snakes: lion snakes, ground snakes, half lion snakes. Things of that nature. We haven't seen is these. I don't know what these things are called. They had like a ball and chain for a hand. That's very unique. I haven't seen one of those before. But Dirk was fine. Dirk's okay.
You saved him, right? You saved my worker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say he stood out of the way. He performed his duty very well. He knew to put his head down and stay out of danger.
That's okay. He's a coward. That's fine.
No, I didn't say
you done good, Dirk.
I didn't say that. No.
And he stands tall. Like, he's a good 6 foot. So like I guess Ruby's really tall too. So he doesn't appear dramatically taller, but like he walks towards everybody. He sort of like puts his big hands on everybody's shoulders. Like, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So rough.
We're really short on staff. I can't afford one dead. Dirk, get up. Just, what were you doing here, man? We were short on weapons, short on materia, and short on mining supplies. I know the tunnel was off limits, but I thought it could be quick enough. I didn't know there were that many in here. Yeah, well, now we know. So let's all get the hell out of here. Take the boxes, or whatever's. He kind of looks at the destruction that the Medouge inflicted upon the supplies. Let's take what we can from that. I'll tell you what, as a reward for saving Dirk here, and he kind of like opens some crates and like sees what's left, and he's like, help yourselves to these. Yeah, these will do. And he tosses 2 things your way, and they're kind of like wrist clamps, some sort of like wrist armor, and they're both made of this very fine quality mithril.
Mithril bangles.
So you
Let's go.
2 mithril armlets for the 4 of you. You can, and basically it's got 2 linked slots, so that's an improvement from what you have right now.
Nice.
And he keeps kind of like rifling through everything. He's like, Dirk, do you see the purple materia ores we store here, the long range? Oh, sorry, boss. It got smashed. I think it rolled down and sprawled down there in the mine. I don't think we can salvage those. Well, there's one here. I think there's one left. And he kind of like reaches down in the debris of the crates, and he pulls out a blue orb. What's this one again? Oh, yeah. Added cut. Here, and he tosses it your way. And whoever grabs it kind of like understands that they can link this one to any green or red materia. The materia you will link it with, you get to add 1 weapon attack to, right after you've used the other command or ability.
Pretty cool.
And I don't think I'm going to equip the bangle because my AC's 14, and that's already low enough.
Well, I'll definitely. I think Ruby is into mithril jewelry for sure, so she'll take one. And having an extra link slot would be.
Well, if no one else is going to do the added cut, I will. I just thought somebody else might want it. That's all.
As Keen and Dirk continue to praise your accomplishments and escort you outside the tunnels. And Keen, by the way, when he joined you, he was kind of like holding a big sledgehammer and was covered in green ichor. He seemed to have been fighting a battle of his own in his tunnel. And you end up back in one of those big open mining areas where Gladys, that small lady with the like sideways jackhammer thing, she's kind of just standing there waiting for the group. And as they regroup, you kind of get a big they're a party vibe from them, like with the way they're all dressed together with the matching scarves, and they're like Dirk holding the pickaxe, Keen with the big sledgehammer, and Gladys with the jackhammer. And I'm like, they have their own game. They have their own spin-off.
That's DLC. That's DLC.
Some universe. Yeah. Gladys silently thanks you with just a nod of the head and a grunt. And Dirk sees you off as Keen walks with you and leads you towards the east exit of the mine.
In respect to the miners, we've put on these velvet things, and like Ruby's like tied it around Jules' wrists and gloves, and like done a little neck, like a cute little neck thing for Elysia, and stuffed like a pocket square for Artie, and then she's wearing one like a scarf, on top of her head, like a hair scarf.
Love it.
Love it.
It's like a pocket square on a dirty ass jacket. It's like it's bright red.
And it's
great.
velvet.
Yeah.
Keen continues to sort of do his tourist guide spiel while he can't stop talking. And as on your way out, it's like, yeah, you've seen some of the worst stuff, but there's more. Not necessarily as nasty as that big. You okay?
Yeah,
funny.
I'm just shocked that there's more awful stuff that's happening to you.
Yeah.
Matouche was pretty bad. I gotta say, that Matouche was no...
This is not an easy life. Do you have any plans for how to combat this continuously? Doesn't
Are
seem
y'all
like...
unionized?
Yeah, you should really unionize.
We were, but then there's not enough left of us. We're under the quorum. We're under the required amount of workers to properly maintain the union. So that's an issue.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's all I know. So until they close the mine for good, I'll be here. But to combat this, we're gonna need to start shutting down the tunnels and just focus on where they're not appearing. And that big guy with the big ball and chain, we don't see them often, but when they show up, it's better to run. I'm glad you all made it alive, and seemingly not worse for wear, or is that?
Yeah,
not worse for wear. I can say that.
Yeah.
Fair. It says the right.
That's
Okay,
a
good.
fair assessment. Yes.
I think we
Perfect.
did okay. I just burned my wig a little bit.
I think something scratched me or bit me. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember which one.
You're lucky that we came through.
I'll
Just
say.
saying.
I mean, don't make me reiterate my offer. I know you're not interested, but I am. Anyway,
Could I just suggest, I don't know who owns the mine. You keep saying that they're about to close the mine. Why not you just workers? Why don't you just take control of the mine? And then you can own it, and then you can decide what to shut down and how many people to hire and that kind of thing.
Worker
I've got some
zoning.
pamphlets. I start handing out.
I'm
Just
all the
like
way with you. In any other mine, I'm with you. I would show those, those uptight upper plate bastards, that this mine is ours. But this place is just rife with ball and chain monsters. I don't want. I don't want it.
Oh,
I'll just work here until I can't.
Gotcha.
I see.
Makes perfect
Yeah,
sense.
leave that for the upper plate bastards.
Let the executives figure that one out.
Yes.
They can come down here and fight them.
That's right, Elysia. You tell them, upper plate and mother truckers. You tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can swear. This is a mine.
Artanis is saying this, his eyes like wide open as he looks at Elysia because he knows, he remembers she's from up there.
Yeah, she's from up there. Yeah.
Elysia is saying this so sarcastically, like, like she's trying to sound cool, like, yeah, stick it to them.
Maybe we lay off of them for a little bit. There are people too. They got feelings.
No, it's never. It's never a bad
fun.
time to start, Elysia. That you're picking up on it exactly.
She's just trying to be part of the group.
Hey, here we are. Welcome to the east side. And the mine just basically, you've been walking up a steady slope at this point, and it just opens up on this very big kind of like quarry that's been dug out of the side of a mountain into this opening you're coming out of. And basically you're overlooking the rest of the like facilities, or like those wooden mining building that kind of look like wooden log cabins built around the area for the workers, for the foremen. And you're looking down the hill going into this grasslands area of the continent. At the base of the mountain is this kind of like these glades and what seem to be like what used to be a wooded area, but right now all the trees seem to be dying because from where you are, you can see that the whole thing is being flooded by water streaming down from the mountains. As Kyck explained, Shinra built some Mako pipelines through the mountains, and that diverted some streams of like Mako polluted water that's spooling down here in the whole wooded area, basically turning it into kind of like a bayou almost.
And do we see any shadows in these bayou waters?
There's still some wildlife. There's you see in the distance some like squirrel / fox looking creatures that kind of like burrow into the ground and disappear after like carrying some food with them. Kyck explains, well, it's not as pretty as it used to be. I wish you could have seen it a couple years ago. Trees were tall and green, but now they're just crooked and leafless and just dead. And, well, the roads aren't what they used to be either. And you can kind of see the trailing, like, big, like, huge slabs of stone roads. It's like cobblestone, but bigger slabs. And you can imagine in your heads, like, the glory days of this mine, and now it's just, like, years of being poorly maintained, and now that the water's just pooling in, the roads have just like taking a toll. They're uneven. They have these massive trucks just going in and out of it, carrying, well, thankfully Mithril is pretty light, but still there's a lot of traffic and disrepair. And now, well, it's flooded, and you can see a bunch of trucks parked in the parking area at the exit of the mine. And Kyck leads you to a rather vintage-looking, like Westphalia, the like Volkswagen camper van. I've only ever seen it written or spoken in French, but let's say Westphalia.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Regardless, it's this very like cute, but like, if it was in our time, it would be from the 60s probably and still running. But it's not like it's got these nice round shapes, like it's like very like a turquoise, paint job, but like it's very rusted over. It's been like, this is his vehicle of choice to transport other workers, I imagine.
Are we camping now? Is this camping?
S'mores.
Well, it's a 1 hour trip, or well, less than that. It's a half an hour drive to Chocobo Farm. But I got Yeah, I've got marshmallows in the camper if you want.
Ooh.
This was literally the one thing I was the most looking forward to, was trying s'mores.
I light a fire materia up. Just in my hand.
There you go. Camping.
I mean, it's not exactly. There's still other parts of camping that are not. It's fine. It's fine. This counts. Okay, yeah, this counts.
From my bottomless bag, I pull out chocolate from somewhere.
Yes. And Jules' eyes just light up with excitement.
Yeah, Keen helps you up onto the thing. There's one seat up in front with Keen, and there the back of it is built. There's a few 2-people benches. There's like 2 of them, and then another bench like sideways. And this thing has 2 side doors. Those big doors that just like roll backwards when you open them.
Yeah.
And you can see over one of these doors. There's this roll-up tarp that can like extend into a little like tent or side tent for barbecue and stuff when you camp.
Ooh. We should invite him camping.
Keen opens up the side door and it smells of miners and old alcohol probably.
Miners,
kinda-
MINERS.
Yes, yes.
Oh God,
Stinky and
Go to my-
sweaty labor workers.
go to my miner
Labor
van.
workers. Yeah, labor workers.
Come to my miner van.
Yeah. Yeah.
It smells like the honeybee inn in here a little bit.
There are things you don't think about when you plant, like when you write down these things. Anywho, everybody understand. You all understand. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Um,
miner van.
Yeah,
The miner van.
We get in the miner van. We get in Xavier's miner van.
Look at my Canadian miner van. Yeah, and there's a mini fridge and seating arrangements and a lot of like used boots and like all, like working, jackets and stuff and like tools scattered around.
Gently pushing the dirty miner clothes away, pushing it aside as I sit down. And like when Artie sits down, it's just it's like a loud sit down. Ugh.
Like a dad.
Yeah.
Like a dad sitting down.
Is there one sitting in front with Keen? You don't have to.
I don't think so.
I guess we're all sitting in. I mean, we're definitely making s'mores in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're taking advantage of this. Someone else taking us somewhere for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure to do those away from the hydrogen tank.
What?
It's for welding. I think.
Yeah, let's move away from the propane, the hydrogen tanks.
And Keen puts the key in the ignition, and old Westy just, cuffs up a bit before purring like an old cat.
Yay.
Nice.
We're going
And
to Chocobo Ranch first, or the Kalm? Where are we going?
going to the Chocobo farm. He's
Chocobo.
like, I'm on lunch break. I'll bring you to the Chocobo farm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And that's as far as he's taken us.
Even after saving his friend's life? Whatever, bro. It's fine.
His
can
whole
argue.
operation.
You can try to convince him.
No, it's okay. I don't want to push him. He's done a lot. He's done a lot for us. He's driving us, and we're not giving him a s'more, so.
Yeah, no way. These are our s'mores. These
That's
limited
fair.
marshmallows.
And so your transportation rolls down the hill, and soon enough you enter these what used to be wooded area, and yeah, it's super bumpy. There are some seat belts. Not all of you have it on, and so those who don't need to brace yourselves during like the big bumps in the road. Very uneven at points. Even the road just dips into the water. And Keen keeps explaining, like, yeah, there were 2 lakes here before. Now they just overflooded, and the whole damn region's just becoming a swamp. I'll tell you. There used to be some alpha donks here, some levicrons. They're all gone. There's nothing left. And those that are still here is super aggressive. So just keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. You know what I'm saying?
You got it. Yep. Makes sense. Well, I have a question, Keen. If the natural order of things has been upended in this ecosystem, what's the new apex predator that's taking its place? I feel like nature has a way of replacing things.
Most of them, their numbers been dwindling down. Either they're, I don't know, like dying from poisoning or leaving. With those that are left, we got a few big alpha donks left. Those things could ram the side of this car and just push us off road quick enough. Otherwise, we got there's always Zolims. They're pretty big snakes, but nothing to worry about really.
Okay. Yeah, because
Why
I
is it
saw
always snakes.
Yeah, he looks at Ruby. Yeah, snakes. I figured. I just didn't want to say it out loud because it's a swamp. You know.
This makes me so sad. Is this all because of the mine? Or is this because of, and she like points to the pipes, all of that?
Number 2. Bingo.
No, I went number 2 already this morning.
Thank you for telling me.
Poor Keen.
But this wasn't always here. This is a new project, that pipeline. This is what brought all the water here. This is basically what's secondhand causing the closure of the mine. It made things more difficult for everybody.
You explained it before, I believe, that Shinra's new plant, Mako plant, is kind of putting the mithril industry out of business here.
I feel like I've been ham-fisted enough, and I've told this story a couple times already. I think the scene is pretty clear.
Yeah.
Eventually, Keen slows down a bit, and you hear the slushing of the water hit like the bottom of the car. Ugh. Yeah, hold on. This part is muddy. You look outside the windows, and it's still like all these like gray tree trunks, very spiky, very jagged after they've lost all their pine needles or leaves. It's a gloomy place, not very colorful. Like it's a gray swamp, right, more than a green swamp for all intents and purposes. Can everybody roll a perception?
You got it.
Bet.
7 for me total.
4.
That's a number 2.
Oh my god.
I got 11.
There we go.
Can you stop talking about your number 2s, please?
The dice are telling a story, my friend.
Great. These are all terrible. Perfect.
It's only because of disadvantage. I got a 17 otherwise.
Yeah, I know. And now the camper is going up a smaller slope and trying to nudge its way, and you can feel the wheel spinning in mud, and then kind of like get traction on one of those road stone slabs, and then the whole camper just jumps up a little bit onto this little mound outside of the water for a minute of road until it dips back again. And now Keen is like, oh boy, okay, well, it'll be a minute. This is not a boat, so I'll just take it slow. Hope you got your rubber boots. And he kind of just goes in, and you feel like the water's just hitting the sides of the door.
So, Keen, I know you said you were on your lunch, so is this mud and inclement weather going to affect your return?
I'm used to it. I drive in these conditions every week or so.
Okay.
When I do trips back to Kalm.
Right. Okay. Just making sure, buddy. Don't want you, don't want to put you out or anything.
Well, I mean, it's been raining recently, so water's a little high today. It's not. I'm not loving this.
Here's your s'more. Lunch s'more.
Oh, that's what it smells like.
Yeah.
Everybody roll a perception again.
Let's get it this time. This time I got it. This time I did get it.
It can only be better.
19 for me.
7.
14.
16.
I'm going to give it just to the highest roller. Alrighty. You're having this conversation. You're talking about s'mores, eating s'mores, smelling s'mores. But you've been, inquiring a bunch about the wildlife here since you were here. You seem like, for some reason, you're on edge. So, or wary about something, and you keep looking outside the window every here and then. There's some ripples in the water, and they seem to be coming your way. Large ripples.
Yeah, he'll kind of rub his eyes. He'll look up. Hey, Keen, I have a question. Any aquatic life out here that we should be wary of?
Well, the Zolums I talked about, they're amphibious. You know about snakes? They can
Yeah, they both.
they do water and
Yeah,
land.
water and land. How big are we? Zola. How big are we talking in terms of?
Well, it can get pretty big. I mean, it can get like 8 or 10 feet long.
Yeah, and I think as he says that, he's like, well, I see some ripples in the water over there, and they're getting pretty close to us, and it's coming in quick.
Yeah, that seems pretty big. Let me just push a little harder on the old accelerator here, and like there's barely any change in the speed of the vehicle.
Oh God!
But the ripples, they keep coming your way, and then now that everybody's attention is on it, eventually, as it gets pretty damn close and fast, you see something break from the water surface. A long, slithering, scaly back, and then just barely the top of the head of this snake. It's got a collar, like cobra-like collar, around its neck. Its scales are very jagged and spiky. And this doesn't look like it's 8 to 10 feet long. It might be 10 to 20 feet long.
Yep.
And it is thick.
Thick. Big and thick.
Must go faster. Must go faster.
Hey, King, I think I see Zola's about 20 feet taller than what you were talking about.
Shut the hell up. You're pulling my... Oh my god. Keen immediately, cranks, switches gear, whatever. And he floors it. They're not this big usually. They're never this big usually. What the fuck is happening? And he seems thoroughly panicked. And he, under his breath, he's like, "Oh, that might be why the numbers of the wild animals have been dwindling recently."
Yeah, that's why I asked about apex predators. I have a question. These hydrogen canisters back here, are they attached to anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Before we get into it, let me introduce something to you. Let's use the chase system from Everyday Heroes.
Oh.
Super simple.
Yeah.
I hope it turns out to be super simple. It'll play out like a regular, initiative round. However, at the start of every player's turn, there would be a hazard or challenge to overcome every round. That's the same for everybody involved in that round. Everybody needs to roll for that, and then that'll affect the chase points each side of the chase has. There's the predator side and the prey side. You are the prey side.
Oh.
And so here are the chase conditions. Every DC for the hazards or challenges is going to be 13 for everything at the start of the round. Because this is a car chase, only the driver will be making the checks.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Well,
You have 4 rounds until the chase is over. Whoever has the most points is considered to have won the chase, meaning the prey escapes or the predator catches the prey. Additionally, if there is a difference in points equal to 5 at any point in the chase, like if one pulls ahead by 5, they win automatically, even if 4 rounds have not.
It's like the snitch from Harry Potter.
Maybe.
Yeah, catch it. Get 200 points and the game's over.
And the last thing to know is that every round on every character's turn, you still get to have your turn, even though you don't participate in the hazards or challenges. You get to take your action, bonus action, however you wish, just like normal. One more action that can be done is the gain ground action on any turn. That's normally for the driver, but if you want to argue something, the gain ground action is going to be a skill that you choose from, and it's going to be a skill contest between you and the predator side.
So that's our way of like assisting the driver, since he's going to be the one doing the majority of the rolls.
There could be that, yeah. Any way you want to argue you're assisting Keen, he might get advantage on his next check or stuff like that. There's ways to, if you have ways to slow down the predator side, use those. If you want to attack the predator side, you can do that as well. If you kill the thing before it catches you, you win. We can just go over the tedious rules as we go, but the one thing to know is that success and failure, depending on if it's a hazard or a challenge, depending on how much is a success or on how much is a failure, will assign points to any of the two sides. So if you biff it, the other side gets a point.
Gotcha.
First things first, roll for initiative.
We gotta respect that crit.
Oh, let's go.
Gotta respect that crit.
What?
I did not get it. But I got pretty high.
Me too.
Artanis has 16.
Ruby has 22.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
wow.
damn. That's
Elysia
good. That's
has
good,
a
though.
dirty 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
I have 10.
Oh.
Bringing up the rear.
Oh, yeah, I see those 2 5s. Oh, no.
I know.
Oof, well,
Oh,
Keen
Keen.
biffs. Keen
Come on,
does
Keen.
biff.
What do you get?
So, roll the 1.
Keen, bro.
Round 1 of this chase. The complication for this round is the submerge road.
Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
So the hazard for this one is Keen only, the driver only. But there are gain ground suggestions, which are finding the shallowest waters to, drive on. Or, well, and again, that's probably Keen's, but like showboating, which basically try to splash a lot of water in the Zolem's face, blind it or something, do a bunch of, mess with the water. But those are suggestions, and suggestions only. And so first at the top of the initiative is Ruby.
The last thing Artie said was something about these propane tanks or these hydrogen tanks or some kind of acetylene tank. And I feel like he directed that like at the back at us to like kick those out or like push them at the side of the car. So Ruby, I think, picks that up, and she is going to open up the side of the van and start kicking these tanks out. And if I can, I don't know how this is all going, but what I'd like to do is use fire to just like ignite them as this thing is chasing us, to just sort of like make a big explosion on it.
Okay. Still involved for one turn, but I'll have you roll me an athletics to open the door, the side door, because there's water pushing on it.
Oh,
it's gonna be a little difficult.
Oh, gotcha.
And there will be a little bit of water, like ruining your new shoes, but that's fine.
Don't like that.
And so like the van is rocking. Keen is like trying to floor it. You can hear the water splashing, and sort of like everybody's breathing getting accelerated as this thing's coming through.
Gotcha. All right, here we go. Well, that is gonna be an 11. Does that do it?
11. That'll open the door. You need to like put all your weight on it. Open it up. Your feet are wet.
God damn it. The fucking shoes again. The fucking shoes are ruined. Artie, I swear to God!
I'm not responsible for the weather nor the conditions of the road.
But you can just like toss the tank. There's the one tank.
Okay.
You can just toss it in the water, like bonus action style. You don't need to throw it, as you still you move away from it, and it'll be right in the middle between you and the Zolem. However, you can't ignite it right now because it's too close to you and not close enough to the Zolem. So
Gotcha.
that'll be kind of like a later thing.
That's it for me. I yell into the vehicle. Cargo's away!
Oh no, I need that for welding.
We need it for living!
Yeah, we also need our lives.
Elysia, you're right next.
Okay. Is the hydrogen tank far enough away? And
Let's say
close.
yes. Let's
Okay.
yeah. There's you have you are in a chase now, so there's continuous forward motion.
Okay.
It says turn-based as far as your actions go, but imagine everything always happening on the move.
So as Ruby was opening the door and lugging the hydrogen tank out, Elysia like hunched over her bag and started like putting wires and like a putty on top, and then like you see like a piece of like fire material or something like that. That's like she just sticks it all together, and then she goes towards the door and nudges herself right next to Ruby and says, watch out, and then throws it.
Nothing to be rolled. So what you're gonna do is you can just toss it. It'll explode on contact. Even if it misses it by a few, it'll explode like hitting the water, just because it's designed to like explode on impact. But you nail it regardless. You throw it, bullseye, and it just like ignites and explodes. This thing, he wasn't kidding, it was hydrogen. I think hydrogen is flammable.
Oh, very flammable.
Yeah.
Famously.
If
There's
not,
a reason why we don't have hydrogen fueling stations or hydrogen blimps.
Famously flammable.
famously flammable, but do double damage. Whatever your Inferno Bomb does, do double damage.
Okay.
And
Whoa.
I'll save to see if I save or not.
29 damage.
As Zolom gets close to it, you toss it, you see it go with a tiny like line of smoke following it, and it. We've all seen footage of underwater mines exploding or whatever, like just a column of water going up, and the snake doesn't fly. For once, oh my god, I'm making you fight a snake.
You didn't realize it just
Yeah,
happened.
you realize
Oh my
that?
god. That's not a snake though, it's
This
the
is
Midgar
our
Zolom.
third-
Iconic.
Yeah, just because it's got a different name.
Oh
just-
fuck, it's a snake.
yeah.
Our third snake
Snakes all the
encounter.
way down.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
You didn't pay the rights for all the Final Fantasy monsters, and that's okay.
I got that snake back. And so you lose sight of the whatever ripples it was making until, like, it's gone. You don't see it now. But it is Artanis' turn.
Okay.
There's still like all this water like coming down. You've probably like decimated the ecosystem, whatever was left of it.
It's a drop in the bucket from what Shinra already did.
Yeah, just blame it on Shinra. It's fine.
Yeah.
Shinra
I
did
mean-
this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out the side of this open van door. Oh, that's kind of crowded because there's like two people there, right?
There's another door on the other side.
Yeah. Well, is there like a back window?
Must have windows.
Yeah, is there like a back
I
window?
guess. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm breaking that back window. Sorry, King.
Oh, you could have opened it.
Oh, shit. I can't hear you. Sorry, there's too much action. He just kind of like winces himself. Ooh, God, this guy's life is ruined. And
He
I'm
is
gonna.
not making it back for lunch.
Yeah, he's not. I'm gonna try and take pot shots at the Zolom from the back window that's open.
You're just firing blindly.
Well, I can see if I'm. No, that's why I broke the windows. I could see, like, because it's chasing us, right? It's from behind us. So if I'm.
Yeah,
in-
but right now, at, like post explosion, there's kind of like a moment where you don't know where it is.
Oh, well, how about I just hit the water with lightning behind us, so everything that's behind us gets electrified, including more
You have the
ecosystem.
MP for that.
Oh, you're right. I
You used Odin minutes ago.
Oh, I feel very tired all of a sudden. I can't use magic.
I forgot about that too.
I have ethers.
Oh,
I bought everything I
Our
could.
sugar mama. Remember?
yeah. So then that
Oh,
would be,
I
that would
didn't
be my
remember.
that would be my turn then.
I
Like,
forgot I sold it.
asking. Yeah, that my turn would be then breaking the window, and then grabbing my lightning materia from which I believe is on my gun. Yeah, it's on my gun, and like trying to cast it, and then realize it just kind of sputters, and then him shaking it like, ugh. I'm kind of dry when it comes to magic. Anybody have any of those little juices things that they got, like the sparkly juice?
In my bag, I have some ethers.
Oh yeah, that's the one. So he's gonna go in there and he just pops it open and takes it. No question.
Restore 10 MP.
Oh, full. I'm full.
Full. Yeah,
real
full up.
That's my turn.
And I
Though, huh?
still have one ether.
Yeah. Well, I'll position myself if I can. in the back, and then end my turn there again.
That will bring us to, and as like the water finishes falling down, you've made some progress, slow progress, but progress nonetheless. The count is still 0-0 as far as the chase goes. Okay, this is Zolem's turn.
Oh god.
Artie, you're the first one to see it. It's behind you now. You've made enough distance between you and it, and it rises from the water again. It is closer, a little bit closer, and you can just see it slithering after you. First, it needs to resolve the hazard here, because unlike all of you, it is not being driven in a smooth ride. It needs to do it, and it will have to roll in athletics for it. But that's a bad roll. You might get a point. Let's see. It seems injured, probably from the massive explosion it took. You feel like it's struggling to keep its speed, maintain speed with you. And your side gets one chase point.
Yeah.
However, it will use the gain ground action. And the quirk of this whole chase is that this is its environment. It is an aquatic amphibian. It's got a swim speed. It is alpha predator of this area. I'm not making it roll anything. It just gains one chase points every time it takes the gain ground action. And so it has the it can, if it rolls really well, it could gain 3 chase points in one turn.
Dang. Snake be snaking.
Jewel, you now see that the Zolom is back, following you. Where are you? Are you still trying to finish your s'more?
I don't have a ton of stuff that I don't really have any range things. The literal only thing that I can think to do is to start chucking stuff out of this van to hopefully make us faster.
All the smelly boots.
Yeah, I can't kick the snake from here, so it's not very helpful. It's not too helpful. Is there anything in the van that looks particularly heavy? I mean, it's a camping van, so there's got to be some sort of equipment,
there's
I
like
guess?
a really heavy like tool bag with like large pipe wrenches, like those big metal pipe wrenches, like just a bag full of those.
Okay.
Super
Poor
heavy.
Keen.
I know.
I'll pay
That
him
or
back.
it's that
Sorry,
or the mini
Keen.
fridge.
Or the mini
there-
fridge.
Yeah, there's a whole mini fridge in there.
Yeah. Take the drinks off first.
Ask Keen which he would prefer.
Keen, tools or beer?
What? Beer?
Right, tools it is.
As it is, huh?
What?
And she'll try to wrangle these tools and toss them out the side.
So there's a big splash sound happening. Like, what was that?
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna say that is an attempt to help Keen on his next check to overcome
Cool,
the
that's what I was
challenge.
hoping.
If the van's lighter, then maybe he has better chances to succeed. It is his turn now, and he needs to roll for that submerged road hazard.
The DC 13, right?
DC 13.
Yeah.
He needs to do a saving throw, strength saving throw for the vehicle. So that's not even his driver skill. So it's just basically can the camper van handle it? And so by giving him advantage, that's going to make it easier for the van. And it makes sense because the van is lighter now.
Well, don't know that helped.
6 plus the van's strength saving throw, which is +0. So that is a
Oh.
failure.
No.
On a failure for the hazard, the other side gains 1 point.
With 2 points to 1.
So it is 2-1 for the Zolom.
Gosh dang.
Holy shit.
Keen's like, come on, old Westy. Show me what you've got. And I want you, the party, to decide if he's going to use the gain ground action. But tell me if you want him to use the find the shallowest waters with a perception check, or the showboat option with vehicle check.
And this is an old car, so I feel like I trust his perception more.
I don't know. He chose the wrong tunnel in the caves.
True, he did choose the
I
wrong.
have no preference. I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
both bonuses are bad. I don't think this van is up to snuff, and I don't think Keen is up to snuff either.
I'm always for showboat. Make
If
it
you don't
a
wanna
showboat.
it.
If you want to stop him from using the gain ground action, you could try.
No,
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 yeah.
because we need to gain ground. We need to get a
Also,
point.
if anyone wanted to take the wheel, that is also an option.
Oh, okay. Maybe this thing has all-wheel drive. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Four-wheel drive.
Probably
We could find that out. Probably not.
So what's the vote?
Showboat.
She's a reliable girl. Let's see her perform.
Yeah, showboating.
Showboating rules. So he's like, have a taste of this, you bastard! And he's gonna just floor it, and like the back of the camper is just gonna like sway, and there's water gonna like start fluttering, and even like rocks and debris from the bottom. 15. That is a success. Not even. I don't need to add my stats. Success.
What are his
Nice.
stats?
Well, I'm
Susan.
gonna add. I'm adding 3 to that for
Okay.
his vehicle skill. So 18 total.
No reason.
Okay, so just +1 to your side. So it is 2 to 2 right now.
Oh boy.
2-2.
Round 2. Your new complication is narrow turns. As the van moves forward and finally exits the waters, you're on firm ground again. But now you are going on a winding path that's going left and right and left, kind of like on this elevated dirt path with this cobblestone, sort of like doing its best to avoid the water under it. So picture it as like a tiny zigzagging slope, a path with like slopes sliding back down in the water. That's a challenge for now. And we're back at Ruby.
I would like to try to gain some ground if I'm able to.
Yeah, basically anything you can think of that makes sense. Ideally, it would probably be you trying to slow down the Zolom, because it's harder for you to make the van faster.
Yeah, my kind of thinking was if we're doing like these hairpin turns and the van is sort of like rocking back and forth and threatening to like tip over at any point or skid out, like maybe she can be using some of this wind magic with her fans to like, you know, give the vehicle a little push so that it's not going too far in one direction, you know, so it can get that turn. You know, when you see like trucks on the freeway and they're like getting buffeted by the wind, you know, like she's kind of doing that to try and like keep it in place. How's that sound?
That sounds good. I'm gonna say that's gonna be giving him advantage on his roll.
Yeah.
Instead of gaining ground specifically. That's good. Well, that's like, it's a fun visual too. Just like airbending, basically.
Yeah, basically airbending with fans. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa!
And also spend the MP for one wind. The s'more fire was fine. That was MP free. The s'more fire.
Thank you. Flavor fire.
Elysia.
Having seen Artie equip the lightning materia earlier, she's gonna say to him after he downs the ether, "Okay, I'll cover this side. You cover that side," pointing to the sides of the van. So I want to do gain ground, but impose disadvantage, or maybe not even gain ground. I just want to impose disadvantage on the snake. So I want to do dangerous stuff and then create a electricity explosive to go off on one side, and then I'm asking Artie to do the other side, so we got both sides covered because we don't know which side the snake's on.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. That's a legit like gain ground because you're hindering it. Just roll like your magic attack roll, and I'm gonna roll my athletics against it. I rolled really poorly.
I rolled an 18.
Basically, kind of like trap it with your electricity, and it has no choice but to like swim around it. And that's gonna make it lose some precious distance, and you gain 1 chase point for your side.
Yes.
Artie.
I have my lightning materia ready, so I'm gonna just cast Lightning 2? I forget what it's called. Thundara, thank you.
I think it might be like 16. No, it's 13 MP. Woo.
All I got, baby. Empty in the tank.
Okay.
Let's
Give it
go.
everything you got. I gotta roll a dex saving throw.
Okay, I don't know what the
I
damage
rolled a
is.
19.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I give it disadvantage because I'm in the water.
Come on.
So I'm gonna roll once more.
Got it.
Come on.
14
Still beat me.
plus my
13.
dex.
13.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's your DC?
13.
Half damage still. 66.
66? I don't even think
Plus your magic damage modifier,
Oh, yeah,
which
magic.
is so 66 plus 4.
Plus 4, 26 damage.
Wow, that's a lot.
Cut in half because it's saved.
It's just like been going through so much electricity. It's smoldering, like its scales are getting burnt up at the tips. But now it seems infuriated probably. It's kind of like writhing and you can see it in its eyes.
We're about to get bored.
Zolom's turn. He's gonna do the narrow turns challenge. And well, guess what? He doesn't need to take the narrow turns. He's gonna go through it, so he gets advantage on it. And crits.
Whoa!
Yes.
All right.
So that's a total of 26. That means he gets 2 points just for that.
Oh, he's 1 away from instantly winning.
No, he needs a head, like a difference from your score of 5.
Okay, so he needs 7.
But now what that means, with 1 more than you, he is closing in. And for his turn, he takes the gain ground action.
Oh, he gets another one.
And gets one for free. He is like 10 feet away from the van.
Oh my god.
Nipping at your heels. Jewel, what are you going to do about it?
Feed him Chipotle so he poops himself.
Y'all, I have combed through this character sheet. It stinks too because in a foot race I have so many advantages.
Yeah, I know.
But this is not a foot race.
Get out and push.
So
You can make it a foot race.
right? And I'm not confident in taking over the driving. So the fridge has gotta go.
oh no! no.
It's gotta go. That's literally all I got. Sorry, Keen.
Sorry for what?
You hear this giant crash on the outside.
Now it's not in the water. It's really just like you're pushing it on the street. Man, you can see all this like nice gourmet food sprawl out.
Yeah.
Oh, his lunch.
But hopefully we'll see like a big boost, and all of a sudden the van will just shoot forward because it is so helpful.
Let's just say with 2 advantages combined, because you're both giving Keen advantage on this check for the challenge, I'm just gonna say it's gonna be an automatic success.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, I don't want to know, and he's just gonna keep focusing on those winding roads, and you get your point for that. Okay, you choose. Gain ground suggestions for this round. Take the turns fast, vehicle check, or drive through the roads, kind of like go off-road and try to gain ground by cutting a straight line. However, depending on the vehicle, might be more difficult if it's not suited for that.
Yeah.
Drive faster or drive through?
I mean, off-roading it sounds super awesome. I mean, story-wise, I feel like, okay, maybe it is drive faster because now we've lost weight. So,
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I'd say drive faster.
Drive faster. Okay.
Drive faster.
Okay. Keen, give me a vehicle check.
Step on it.
15
Hey!
15 plus the vehicle's dex modifier, which is -1. So 14.
14.
Okay.
That is still a success.
Still
Yes.
above 30. Holy shit. -1 dex? Come on, Westy. Come on.
Come on, old girl.
Volkswagen built you better than that. Come on. Or whatever the Midgar Shinra equivalent is.
Yeah, it would probably be Shinra,
I think
right?
it's Shinra, yeah, you're right. They have cars in their lobby or whatever.
It's a Shinra classic.
How can we get you in a pre-owned Shinra today?
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Respect the Crits, Final Fantasy VII Memories of Midgar Disc 2. If you like what you heard, please consider supporting us by leaving us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts, or whatever platform you use. It's easy, free, and helps others learn about the show. Follow us for info, updates, and extra clips on our socials. We're on pretty much everything at Respect the Crit, or come be a part of our amazing community in our Discord. Artanis Rinn is played by Alex Herrera, who you can find at AE Herrera or on his Twitch channel, WadeWolf10. Jewel Stone is played by Jamie Lee-Bonés, who you can find at Jamie MF Bones. Elysia Valerius is played by Susan Spenader, who you can find at Suze Laluz. Ruby Weapon is played by me, your host, Ian Duncan, and you can find me at iDunks. Our Materia Keeper is Xavier Trudeau-Deschênes, who you can find at Xavier TD. The music in this episode is provided with license or permission by a variety of talented artists, whose info and credits can be found in the episode notes. Please support them by visiting their platforms to hear more of their work. The Everyday Heroes roleplay system is published by Evil Genius Games. And remember, whatever the system, miss or a hit, you always gotta respect the crit. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the live stream.
Like, ice doesn't seem to make sense. And restore. Well, that's what I have Elysia for.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm talking like it's my party.
It's Jules' party. It's Jules' world. We're just living in it.
Yeah, I mean-
when you're on the world map, it's Jules' sprite, like the same character just walking around.
yes. If there's main character energy, it's from Jewel.
I would say Ruby, honestly. Ruby is definitely a main character.
No, I think Jewel is the like Shoten anime like
Yeah.
protagonist for
That's
sure.
true. Yeah, I do give off that energy for sure.
Yeah. And I'm the old man. I'm the first one to die. I'm the mentor that dies.
Oh, if it's shown in anime, I'm probably the Yuri love interest.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
You're all experts. Wow.
Come on. In this age of Pokemon? Come on.
In this age,
this age?
This age of Pokemon.
in the
That's
year
how-
of our Squirtle.
That's how we're gonna measure. That's how we're gonna measure time. I'm gonna measure time from now on.
In this gen?
In this gen?